Hey everybody, we're back at it again, and today I'm going to be cold calling the no equity list out of the CRM again. Um, so, like I said before in the other videos in the CRM, it's still essentially cold calling. It's just sending out it sends them out an initial text message, and then it sends them an email, kind of explaining subject to and what I'm looking to do with a letter of intent. If you guys want to check out the CRM that I use or see how that works, down in the description, I put a link. It's called ButtonLeads. My buddy Gage created it. It works great. Go check it out. But yeah, today we're just going to be calling agents that either didn't text me back or give me a call, and we're just going to go from there. So just another day in the life. All right, so let's get at it. The first thing that I'm always going to do, like I said before, is I just take the address and I paste it into Google just to make sure that it's still an active listing. And then I just start calling on it and make sure that it says for sale. And by the way, I'm doing all this from my phone. Um, it's a mobile app, but it runs through the CRM, so you guys won't see anything. So that's why I'm like looking down, just doing it all on my phone while I call these agents. And we're just gonna get started with it.
Hello, this is Spencer speaking.
Hey Spencer, it's Ryan. How are you?
Good, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Can't complain. I just was calling about that listing that you have. I think it was on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had sent you a letter of intent, and then I also sent you a text. Did you get a chance to review that?
I didn't see it.
Okay, maybe I sent it to the wrong email. Is it just your Gmail, like your first and last name at gmail.com?
It's in the listing. It's Spencer, or it's S. Pearson, ASONMITCHEL.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I'll just kind of explain to you on the phone what I was, since I have you on the phone, what I was looking to do. But and then if you could just text me your email and I'll send it over to you. That would just be way easier. That way, if that works for you.
That would be fine, yeah.
Okay.
Is this yourself?
Yeah. So
Okay, nice to see it.
sweet. Yeah. So what I had came across that listing, and I'm not sure if they like owned it for too long or what was going on, but basically what I was trying
Yeah,
to.
so he's not in a pressure situation to sell. It's
Mhm.
basically he's the original owner. He's looking to do one level living, so we're just testing the market to see what we can get. Are you offering full price, or what are you?
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely get them full price. Like, I don't know what that's looking like, but what my offer would be is more of like a creative solution. So it's not like a cash offer. I mean, I could potentially put all that equity in his pocket up front, and then I pay your commission and all the closing costs, and I'd be looking to take over the payments. Is that something he'd be interested in?
Maybe. Why don't I'll text you my email address and you just send over your proposal and then I'll send that over to him.
Okay, yeah,
That's best I can tell you.
all right, that sounds like a plan. And then when should I check back with you?
I would say no later than tomorrow afternoon. I'll be meeting with him. So
Okay,
send that
sound
over and then I'll send it to him and then we'll let you know what he says.
all right. Sounds like a plan.
All right, I'll text you my email address right now.
All right, sweet. Thanks for your time, Spencer.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, talk soon. Bye. Okay, cool. That one went well. I'm just gonna make some notes in here really quick. I don't know if you saw at the beginning. I don't know who's in here right now, but just calling out of the CRM again, and I do it all on my phone. So he said he will call the client or forward him the email. And then just going to create a task for myself to follow up with him tomorrow. Follow up. Cool. All right. Oh, cool. All right, now we'll move on to the next one. And as I was saying before, when I do this in my phone, I copy the address, make sure that it's like still for sale because sometimes the listings are pending or maybe they've already been sold. So I'm just making sure that they're still listed before I call them. All right, here's another one that's listed. And then also, by the way, I am muting it when I'm saying the address. If you couldn't hear me at that time, so that's what's happening there.
Can I help you?
Hey, Natalie, this is Ryan. How are you?
With this? Ryan.
Ryan, yeah, I was calling about your listing on.
Oh, okay. Yes. How can I help you?
Yeah,
You're a realtor?
I am not. No, I'm an investor. I'd actually sent you a letter of
Oh,
intent. Did you get a chance to review it?
sent me a letter of intent.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Maybe it went into my spam. Who would it be coming from?
It'd be from Ryan. My last name is Vasquez. V as in Victor. Asquez. Yeah,
Oh, here it is.
yeah. There should be two
Oh,
of them.
if you see, they're accepting as is only or Florida Bar contract only.
Yeah, no worries. I'd be happy to put it on. I mean, the FAR of our
You
contract.
would?
Like that's not a problem. I just wanted to see if this is something that they're interested in first before, I don't want to waste your time or
No,
mine.
they're not interested in it. This is one of those things where they become second lien holders and all that good stuff. Is that
I,
it?
I mean, not necessarily second lien holders. It's just that the loan stays in their name. I take over the payments, put some money in their pocket. I pay your commission and all the closing costs.
That's really cool, but in this particular situation, no. But I definitely keep you in mind because that's an interesting creative financial alternative. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yep, exactly.
Yeah. God, I wanted to do this actually in the property I had in Greece.
Oh, you were
Long
trying to
story.
buy one this way?
No, I want to sell it this way in
Oh,
Greece. In
amazing.
Greece, and so there's socialism. No, unfortunately, it can't be done.
Yeah.
So, but I will keep this in mind because actually, because this is very interesting. I think you're the third person to send me something like this,
Hmm.
and I'm just, very, I don't know, I guess becoming more common.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been around for a long time. Just not everybody, knows
Yeah.
about it. But really, at the end of the day, I just want to be like a resource to you. So if you have any like other listings that you can think of that are, lower equity, pre-foreclosure, sellers want too much, I'm just here to be that extra tool in your tool belt to help solve that problem using the
Yes,
creative financing and get you paid at the same time.
this is cool. So you typically the person that would do a seller that would do this. What you said you're like in pre-foreclosure. Why wouldn't they just sell outright?
I mean, they could, but so with this, if they're in pre-foreclosure, for example, I could potentially catch up those arrears and then bring their credit into good standing. And then as I'm making the payments every single month, that just only helps their credit and increases their score. So that's like the benefit to them. And then usually the benefit to me is that I'm purchasing a lower rate that gives, that I have the ability to be able to cash flow on. That's specifically like with a
Right.
pre-foreclosure. And then,
Right.
lower equity, similar. Usually they're probably going to have to cut a check or maybe not walking away with too much. And, if I can have them, at least break even or even put a little bit of money in their pocket by doing this way, then they're not having to cut a check to move to their next house.
Or having to go through maybe like the whole process of a short sale, which is a freaking nightmare.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Who else would benefit from this besides what else do you see? Just like to have ideas.
Yeah. So like I said, pre-foreclosures, lower equity, people with, any type of lien. It could be a tax lien or whatever. Maybe that needs to be negotiated. Sometimes this will work with, I don't know if you ever run into sellers who like you advise them like, hey, we should probably list here, but maybe they just like, they're like, no, I want it here. And, it's too much for what the market's asking. Sometimes it'll work in those situations where I'm like, okay, if they really want that price, maybe I can, put that money in their pocket as long as they're willing to kind of essentially carry the note for me. Then I can get them, their asking price.
And then how long would you keep the property? I mean, how long would you hold on to it?
Yeah, so it really just depends. I mean, if the rate, if it were a 5% interest rate or something and rates drop, then I would refinance it. So that could be anywhere from, I don't know, like maybe 10 years or so or something like that. Or if I have a lot of equity in the property, then I'll refinance it and pull the equity out to go buy more homes. So it really just depends.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It is really cool. It's really interesting. Okay, I'm gonna keep your info. I've got you here now. I pulled you out of this, and I'm gonna, it's very interesting. And I think as the market progresses, we probably have more customers for this. So there you go. Because there are people that, what about this situation? And just forgive my ignorance.
No, you're fine.
I've been in the business for a long time. So what about someone, they bought their house like 2 years ago, the peak of the market, and they can sell, but they're having a hard time, getting what they paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, they really can't sell. It's not easy for them to sell because then they have to come out of pocket with, all the closing costs. I guess that would be another one.
Yeah, so that was kind of that's like a lower equity situation. Like, they're pretty much, they don't have any equity in the property. So I buy a lot that way. I mean, a lot of people, they recently just bought their home and like they just are moving for one reason or another. And then this just happens to be a situation where, they wouldn't have to pay that closing cost or, they won't have to cut a check at closing or pay you if you're their listing agent, because I would pay your commission. So they can kind of just walk away from the property.
But in what ways are they still tied to the property? I mean, their name is still on the loan, right?
Yep, that's the only way that they're tied to the property. I mean, well, essentially they're not even tied to the property. It's just the loan itself that they're on. So, I mean, I'm responsible for everything on the property. I'd be the deed would transfer over to me. I'm the owner. I'm responsible for taxes, maintenance, insurance, everything.
Isn't that kind of like what do you call it? Not lease to own, the other one. Forget. Oh God, my head. All right. And then, but then when they want to go buy another house, so they're showing that they have that mortgage, correct? Because it's in their name.
Right. Yeah. So then we, depending on the lender, sometimes they're able to remove it from their debt to income. We could show it as like essentially rental income if you were to buy a rental property. I mean, you could show like, hey, it's not my bank account making these payments anymore. It's a different account that it's coming from, and then usually they'll end up removing it or.
So is it kind of like seller financing, but the difference being is there's like no balloon payment at the end of some period, or you don't have a set period when the deal ends?
Yeah, so I would say the difference is like between I would consider seller financing to be when there's like no note or no loan on the property. So I would go to you, hey, you own your property free and clear. Okay, would you want to sell it to me on terms, type of thing, seller finance? And then, we would just essentially create our own note and you would become the bank. But this is like, there's already a loan on the property. I'm just taking over those payments and the loan staying in their name.
So the duration of that, let's say, deal would be at the longest until that loan is paid off. Unless it happened earlier. You decided to sell it or whatever.
Exactly.
Correct?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. That's very interesting. All right. Thank you for your time. I mean, to understand it because, this is coming very handy.
Yeah, of course. No problem. And, I look to hope that we can, work together in the future. And I look forward to that. And
yeah, me too.
I appreciate, that you're open to having the conversations. You have no idea. It's like breath of fresh air that you're like open-minded about it, because there's a lot of agents that are like, I've been in the business forever, and they're like, this is illegal, you can't do it, what are you talking about? You know, you get yelled at and hung up. I'm like, it's been around for like 100 years, what are you talking about? But
No, you could do, yeah, things are changing and nobody wants to admit it. That means we have to sit down and learn something else. If nobody wants to do that, I'd rather drink some beer today and have some good wine instead of like talking about this seller shit subject too. Thank you very much.
right. Okay,
cool. I'm gonna keep this in mind. I love it, and I think it's getting. I'll be in contact. I'm pretty sure.
All right, awesome. Well, it was great talking with you, Natalie. You have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, bye bye. Amazing. I love that when they're open to it. Okay, I'm gonna put this one in the cold. So there's like different workflows in the CRM. The cold workflow is just like, it's probably not going to work out for them, but you know, I'm just going to continue to follow up. I'm not like just letting it go. And so I'm going to do that and then add some notes. She was very interested in hearing about subject 2, wanting to know how it works, and thinks that we can do deals in the future. Not sure if it'll work for these specific clients, but she'll definitely let me know. Amazing. All right. And we'll move on to the next one. And I'm not sure who just joined. I don't know if it's someone that was already on or if you are new. But if you have any questions, just you can put them in the chat and I'll answer them too. I'm just calling out of my CRM right now. And I'm just doing it all on my phone, making sure that the properties are still on market. And then if they are, then I'm giving the agent a call.
Hello, you've reached Tony Baroni.
Tony Baroni. That's a good name.
Hello, you've reached Tony Baroni with Kelly and Trophy, serving all of.
All right, so he didn't answer. In the CRM, I'm just going to put him in this no answer workflow, and then it will like just tell him, hey, I tried calling. Let me know when it's a good time to give you a call back. All right, let's see if this one. I don't know if you were on before, but we just had like an amazing conversation with an agent. She was like, oh my gosh, this is so interesting. This is an amazing option. Yeah, it was good. All right, this one's pending. So I'm gonna put it in pending workflow. And just keep on moving. Lots of pending. Here we go. Hey, Rachel, this is Ryan. How are you?
Okay.
Good. Hey, I was calling about your listing on.
Yes.
Yeah, I had sent you a letter of intent and texted you about it the other day. Did you get a chance to review that?
Oh, I've gotten so many. I'm just inundated with those letters. She's
Yeah.
definitely not interested in holding a mortgage or anything like that.
Mm,
So I don't know. I can't remember who I've gotten back to and who I haven't, except gotten so many. She wants to sell outright. She lives in Seattle. She's all her cash from the sale of the house. So she's not looking to try to hold a mortgage because she's going to have to go get a mortgage in Seattle too. So
gotcha. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's definitely possible for her to get another mortgage, but I get that. I mean, if
yeah,
anything changes
yeah.
on it, let me know. And I mean, at the end of the day, I just like to work with you. And if you have, do you maybe have any other listings that come to mind that this would work for?
I don't. I really don't because I have, I only have one other listing and she's the same way. She wants to close on her house, be
Mhm.
done with it. They pretty much want to walk away from it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. Well, if you do,
Ah,
I'm definitely your buyer, and like I said, just want to be a resource to you. I mean, this is what I specialize in. This creative financing, solving sellers' problems, whether they're in pre-foreclosure, have lower equity. So, just want to be an extra resource for you to help solve that problem and get you paid.
okay. Well, I'll keep you in mind in case any of them change their mind.
All right, sounds good, Rachel. Thank you.
Okay.
All
Bye.
right, bye bye. Cool, cool. Put that one in the cold. Said the seller is moving to Seattle, wants all the cash out of the property, and does not want to hold the mortgage. Right. This one was sold. Let's see this one. Here we go.
Good afternoon, this is Todd.
Hey, Todd. I was looking to get a hold of Brian. I was calling about his listing on.
Okay,
Are,
yes, sir.
are you his
Yeah,
partner
we got,
or?
yeah, no, I think that's right. I'm Brian, Brian Todd.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, okay. My bad. Sorry, I was a little confused there. Okay, sorry about
That's
that.
okay.
Yeah, I had actually sent you a letter of intent the other day. Did you get a chance to review that?
You know what? We've been getting a bunch of stuff on that one, and we're in
Hmm.
the middle of negotiating what we'll call a pretty good offer in a sense for the sellers. This home needs some work and TLC and love,
Oh,
and
gotcha.
you don't have anybody that has to look at it, and we're not looking to, sell it for too cheap, and the seller can't hold a mortgage, and any of that stuff. If you're looking for any of those, kind of angles or avenues or anything like that. So
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I really specialize in is more of the creative options. But I mean, I get if it doesn't work, and it probably wouldn't be something that I'm looking for either. Then I didn't know if they were already fixed up. But if it needs some work, I'm kind of looking for stuff that is turnkey, maybe has lower equity. Sellers are a bit behind in payments. Just want to be a resource to you and help
yeah,
solve their problem. So,
yeah,
do you have any others
yeah,
maybe that would work
definitely.
for that?
Yeah, no, yeah, this one definitely won't work for that, and I don't have anything right now that is in that what I'll call that category or whatever too. So
Okay, gotcha. Well, if you do, I'm your buyer. Lock me in, and hopefully we can do something in the future.
yeah, no, sounds good. I definitely appreciate
All right, thanks, Todd. Appreciate it.
Okay, but
All right,
thank you.
bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, cool. Yeah, so that one's not really going to work. I mean, for these ones, I'm looking for properties that are ready to go, and he said this one needs some work, so we're just gonna, move on from that one. Not even try to pursue it. I mean, if it's like a little bit of work, like carpet paint, that's not a big deal. But he said it definitely needs some love. So, all right, here's another one I'm looking at. It looks like they removed the listing, so it expired. All right, we'll just keep moving down the line. Not sure who joined, but basically what I'm doing right now is just going through the CRM, making cold calls to the agents. Kind of already sent them a text message and an email. So it's just kind of like a day in the life of what making the calls are like. This one's pending. Let's see. This one's also pending. Let's see what we got here. This one shows that it's off market, so I'm assuming the listing expired. Yep, listing removed recently. Expired. All right, let's see this one. This one's also off market. Assume this one. Oh, it says it. Yeah, this one expired too. Let's see, hopefully we get some here that are still for sale. Here we go.
Hello, you've reached the office admin for Home Express Realty. Our office hours are Monday through Friday.
Okay. I don't know why that went there, but we're gonna try calling again. If not, I'll look for a different number on Zillow and see if they put the office number up there or something. Oh, okay. Same number again. Let's see. Did they put a different one on Zillow? 2500. Nope. All right. So I'll have to go back and try to find that number a bit later for the actual agent, so it's not the office admin. And we'll see if any of these ones end up picking up. Let's see here. Okay, cool. This one's still for sale. Let's give them a call.
calling Tampa Bay Home Choice Team.
That's weird. It seems like this one's not like the actual person's cell phone. I'm gonna try calling them again.
Thank you for calling Tampa Bay Home Choice Team.
Okay, I'm gonna see if they put their number on Zillow, the actual agent's number. Okay, this is a different number, so I guess I'll try that. Let me copy it in here. Sorry, just copying in the number that I got off of Zillow for the agent, and we'll try calling that one.
Thank you for calling Tampa Bay Home Choice Team, powered by Charles Rottenberg Realty.
Okay, that was the same number, so I guess that one's not going to work. I'll have to find a different one for that one as well. Just try a new person, new listing. All right, here we go.
You have reached Kim Mormon with Expected Best Realty. I'm so sorry that
I'm gonna give her a call one more time.
Hi, this is Kim.
Hey Kim, this is Ryan. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am great, thank you. Hey, was just calling about your listing. Yeah, I had sent you an LOI a couple days ago in a text. Did you get a chance to review that?
Oh, yes, they did. They have a showing today.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that showing, they'll probably be open to like really, they're just not sure right now. We were already under contract at one point and it fell out. And so they're really just kind of wanting it to be, like a traditional transaction.
Gotcha.
But we've got the showing today, and then depending on what happens, maybe that'd be something interesting.
Okay, was the other transaction that fell out, was that traditional too, or was that a bit different?
No, so we went to the inspection, passed the inspection. I mean, the house was like 3 years old, it's not old at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the buyer was an investor. Well, yeah, they were investors, and unfortunately, that buyer's agent just didn't do their due diligence to make sure that they would have known that, the percentage put down, everything was higher interest rate, higher insurance, higher taxes, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so they backed out in the last day of inspection. I'm like, well, you didn't really do a good job prepping your buyers. So
Right.
it is what it is. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, should I just check back with you then tomorrow after you have that showing today? And
Yeah,
then that'd
be great. They have a showing later on this afternoon, this evening actually, so that'd be great.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks for your time, Kim.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yep, bye-bye.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Couldn't talk there for a second. All right, so sellers have a showing. Said that they were under contract before with another investor and it fell out. She said they might be interested depending on how tonight goes. So I'm just going to create a task. Follow up tomorrow. Perfect. And follow up tomorrow. There we go. I was getting a bunch of other calls. I don't know who was calling me. Oh, looked like the last person, Rachel, I think, was trying to call me. I'll call back. Keep just moving through these cold calls here. Perfect.
Keller Williams on the water, Sarasota. How can I help you?
Yeah, could you give me Mark Midyet's number, please?
Absolutely. Give me one moment.
All right.
All right. Are you ready for it?
I am. Yeah, I got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Got his phone number. Give him a call. Whoops.
Thank you for calling the market.
Well, got his number, but didn't answer, so I'll try calling one more time. No answer. All right, I got a text message that I need to respond to, and then I will continue calling down the line. I just signed a contract today for a cash deal here in Arizona. So just making sure that this agent got it and that they're going to get it signed. Okay, boom. All right, back to it now.
Hi, you've reached Janina.
No answer. Try again.
Hi, you've reached Janina with.
Okay. No answer. On to the next. Hey, Micah, this is Ryan. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I am good as well, thank you. Hey, we're just calling about your listing on yeah. I had actually sent you an LOI for that. Did you get a chance to review it?
I did. They're not open to that right now, and they're really firm on their offer price. So I don't really have any movement for you at this moment. But if anything changes, I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Or even if you have any other listings, I'd love to take a look at those too. At the end of the day, I really just want to, build a relationship with you and be a resource to you as well, instead of me just asking you for stuff. So if you ever have sellers with problems like this is what I specialize in: lower equity, pre foreclosure, they want too much, anything like that. I just want to, be able to help solve that problem and then get you paid at the end of the day as well.
Awesome. I appreciate that, and I'll definitely keep your number for reference.
Awesome. Thanks, Micah.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Thanks for your call.
Yep. Bye bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Cool. So not too bad. She said they're not interested. That's fine. Said sellers are not interested. She said she'll let me know if anything changes. All right. Awesome. Let's go this way.
Hello, this is Darren.
Hey, Darren, this is Ryan. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Hey, good, good. Hey, I was just calling to talk about your listing on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had actually sent you an LOI for that and a text the other day. Did you get a chance to review it?
No, and that's like the third thing on my list. I got two more things to accomplish right before that.
Okay.
But, we're on it, so go ahead.
Awesome.
But before we really go,
Mm-hmm.
it's a VA loan
Uh-huh.
first, and they've got a home equity line.
Okay.
So they've got to pay both of those off before they can even consider. They've got to pay both of those off because they have to move. So, and they have to requalify for VA.
Yeah.
So they need to have that VA loan paid off, and they have to have the home equity line paid off.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, the deal doesn't work.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I mean, so I get what you're saying. What I was proposing was a bit like more creative. Like, I guess the VA loan wouldn't necessarily be paid off, but I can't imagine that they have too much. Like, I'm sure they have a ton of eligibility left because it's not that high of a purchase price. So have they looked into potentially, trying to get a second home loan through the VA at 100% financed?
I don't think they would qualify because their debt to income ratio is so crazy.
Mm.
So they've got to have those. The home equity line is between the mortgage, the balance on the mortgage,
Mm-hmm.
and the home equity line. Once they pay those off, they have almost nothing. There's no equity, so they can't even. There's nothing they have to have those paid off to even be able to qualify for another loan.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean I don't know what's left on their HELOC, or do they whatever they have to pay that for. But usually, like in this case, I've never really done it with the HELOC, but sometimes, like for example, with a seller that's in, let's say pre foreclosure, a bit behind, like sometimes I'll come in, catch up those payments, and then I just end up taking over those payments. So catch up the loan to get it current. So I don't know with this HELOC, like if we were able to pay that off, then maybe we could take over the payments on this one, and then get them qualified for that other VA
I would
loan.
have to check with the lender. I know everybody's coming at us with the same type of thing, taking the loan, and I think that's a great thing for a lot of people. But again, with the new cars, and then having to pay off the HELOC, which is I think it's like 70 or 80,000.
Okay.
So there's just not a lot of room there, and the then having to qualify for a new $400,000 loan, which would be, it's going to be like $4,000 a month.
Yeah.
So you'd have to come out of pocket over $100,000 to pay commission, the HELOC, and everything, and then they would still have to try and qualify for a $4,000 loan while qualifying for this loan too.
Okay. Yeah.
Having this loan in place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for this one, you're probably right. That doesn't sound like it would work because I wouldn't. It doesn't sound like they're not just going to be able to pay the 80 and move on, and I wouldn't be the right buyer to just be like, okay, excuse me, here's the 80,
Right,
and
yeah.
then move on. So maybe this one doesn't work, but I would love to work with you and build a relationship, and this is like the stuff that I specialize in. So if they have lower equity or in pre-foreclosure, maybe tax liens, things like that, I just want to be a resource to you, help you solve their problem, and get you paid in the process as well.
And if I come across one of those, I'm sure any listing I get, you'll probably send me an email. So we'll just keep in contact, and if there's something that comes up, I'm happy to work with you.
All righty. Yeah, sounds like a plan. I appreciate your time, Darren.
Yep, no problem. Thanks for calling.
Yep, take care. Bye-bye. Cool, that was a good one. I like that agent. He's really nice. Unfortunately, I've never dealt with really a HELOC before, so I don't even know if we could actually pay it off for them essentially, and then just take over the payments. But either way, 80 grand on like a $400,000 home is way too much. So that just doesn't make sense as a buyer for that one. So we're just gonna move on and stay in touch with Darren and see if he has any other properties down the line. All right, this one's pending. All right, here we go.
Hi, you've reached Nadia Daggett with him.
Okay, that's a different person. I don't know who Nadia is. But I guess we'll try to find out. Let's see here. Maybe she goes by that. I'll just put her in the no answer and see when it's a better time to give her a call. She texted back saying that she was in a meeting, so I'd rather just hop on the phone instead of texting. All right. Here we go. Here's another one.
Hey, this is Sean speaking.
Hey, Shauna, this is Ryan. How are you?
I'm doing good. What can I do for you?
Hey, I was calling about that listing that you had. I believe it was on. Yeah, we were kind of texting about it, and I saw your text. You said that they can't do subject to, and that's totally okay. I just wanted to kind of see what was going on there and see if we could, work on maybe something else together.
So you can guess that when there's a situation like this with low equity, that I get a lot of subject to calls. But it's literally a dozen a day. And if I explain to every single one why it can't be done, I would not get any other work done. So I'm just respectfully going to decline to be argued with. The family just can't do that.
Okay.
And I don't have the time to hash it out.
Gotcha. No worries. I mean, I'm not here to argue with you. Like I said, I'm here to try to build a relationship with you, even if it doesn't work on this one. I'd love to just work with you. And if you have any,
Yeah, for
other
sure.
listings that it will
There's
work on, I'd love to take a look at them.
no, I mean, okay, I'll keep that in mind. Did you send me an email?
I did, yes. I don't know if it,
Okay.
maybe it went to your spam or something, but it would have came from Ryan Vasquez.
I think I did get it. But I'll look here. I just jotted you down. I'll look when I get home and make sure to keep you at the top of the pile if we get somebody where that situation will work for them.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. And if anything changes on this one, let me know and we can discuss it then.
Actually, I gotta go because I have to go show a house. But could you look up 805 YZ? That's Leiscy.
Yep. I'll check it out.
Ruston. And let me know your thoughts on that one.
You said LEI. Sorry, what was that?
Leiscy.
Okay. Yes, I will check it out, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, cool.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye. Cool. That works. I mean, really, I'm not here to argue with the agents. Like, yes, sometimes the conversations do get heated, and, other times I'm just trying to, inform them on what's happening, but I get what she was saying, and she kind of sounded like she wanted to, just get off the phone and move on, but, I told her I'm not here to argue. I'm just here to be a resource, and honestly, at the end of the day, that's what it really is. So she sent another, gave me another address. So I will check that one out. Not even sure if they're open to doing subject to or anything, but I guess we will find out. Okay. Cold. Let's see, I'm going to copy this one. This one's for sale. Kind of looks like it needs some work. So it has a board on the window. I don't think that one's going to work. We'll see. I'll call them though. Maybe we can give them a cash offer or something.
Thank you for. Home White Realty, this is Gwen. How can I help you?
Hey, Win. I was looking to talk to the listing agent on.
Yes, I'm the co-listing agent on that property. How can I help you with?
Oh, okay, gotcha. Is new? I don't know how to pronounce the other person's name. Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. She's the main listing agent. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I had sent her a letter of intent the other day, and she texted me back, or maybe you did, thinking it was her, saying that you guys don't accept letter of intents, which that's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm happy to put it on a contract. I just wanted to see if that's something that your seller or client is open to, and if we can all get on the same page, then I'd be happy to draft up a contract.
Right. Yes. We apologize. Just we received so many investor phone calls, and letter of intent is not going to work for the seller, so it's hard for us to present the letter of intent.
Yeah.
As far as the seller is not open to any kind of like subject to offer or letter of intent either, because they are going through a personal divorce, and things get complicated with the judge in the middle, and everything has to be presented and stuff like that. So we therefore, if you want to put an offer, if you want to present the offer, it has to be in a normal contract form so that I can present it to the seller.
Yeah, gotcha. I get what you're saying, and I've dealt with similar situations where they I've been going through kind of a divorce as well, and sometimes it can be hard and seem like it's staying like they're still tied together. At the end of the day, most of the time, I get it seems like that up front, but most of the time, like really, once the payments are being made, most of my sellers end up like forgetting about it essentially. But I get it. Could you do me a favor and just text me your name so like I can save you and not think that you're new? So I maybe we could just stay in touch. And if you come across any other listings that this might work for, then I could take a look at those too, or if anything changes on this one.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll go ahead and text you my number right now, and then we'll stay in touch.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you so much for your time, and you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Cool. All right. So sometimes divorce situations are a bit more difficult. I mean, it's definitely possible. I mean, I've done it with divorce situations before. Sometimes you just have to get, the parties have to be on the same page is really all, but I get it if they feel like they're, staying connected in a sense through the loan. So we'll try some more people, some more agents. All right, here we go. This one's still for sale.
Hello, you've reached Jim Irano with Mark.
Try calling him one more time. Alrighty, no answer. Try another one. All right, this one, it says that it's off market. I assume the listing listing removed recently. So it expired. All right, I want to try to get one more call in. Let's see here. This one sold recently. Let's see what we got. Here we go. Oh, I don't have their phone number. Okay, I'm going to pull it from Zillow. Perfect. There we go. See if she answers.
Hi, you've reached Kristen.
All right, right number, but no answer. Alrighty, no answer. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. Maybe we'll do another day in the life tomorrow. But yeah, there's a lot of downtime. You get a lot of agents that say no. You'll have some really good conversations like we had at the very beginning of this. Like I said, I was, just making calls out of my CRM. If you want to see what that's like, you can go down to the description and click on the link down there. It's ButtonLeads and check out, what it looks like. Gage, my guy, he created it. He did a great job, and I'm sure he'd be happy to, talk to you about it, see if it's going to be a right fit for you. But by no means I'm saying to go and get it or do it or anything like that. Obviously do what's going to be best for you. Before I had the CRM, I was just literally calling from the list that I pulled and then used a Google sheet to track it and continually following up with them. But like I said, it's down there, and maybe we'll do another day in live. So thanks for joining, guys. See you next time.